Hello and welcome to the Coding Prodigy. This is the second video in the series of Python for Beginners, and this is how to write the first line of code in Python. So, if you haven't watched the first video about the setup of your computer, then it's likely that the commands we use in this tutorial will not work for you. Therefore, I suggest you to go to my video, which will be in the cards in the end of the video and also in the description, to look at that and do the steps there first before you continue on with this. Okay, so it's time to get started. So, as you can see, I have a folder called My First Python Project open, and I have a file called main.py created. You create files with like this. So, the first thing most programmers learn to do is to print hello world to the console. So the way you do this in Python is you type print, which is a special command in Python, brackets like this, and then you put whatever message you want in this and it will output it to the screen. In my example, I will show hello world. So, to run this, I will press F5, which will also debug it, which I'll show you how to use VS Code's debugging power later. As you can see here, it says hello world, and that's what we wrote here. So whatever you write here gets printed out to the console. Okay, so now if we want to ask the user for their name, the way we would do this is the following. So we would first put a variable, and you will understand what that is later, and in this example I'm using the variable name, and you put equal, and then you put input and then brackets, and inside this is what you want to be printed, and then if the user types something and then presses enter, the value will be stored in the variable name. Then we put the word print like we learned previously, and then we put brackets and we put the name of the variable. So we don't put this in quotation marks because this is the name of a variable. If you put this in quotation marks, you will get the output name. But if you put it with outside the quotes, then you will get whatever you got from this line of code. Okay, so it's time to run this, and it asks you for your name, and then I will put mock, and it prints out mock, and then exits. You see here that there is no space, and so it doesn't look the best. And so the way we can fix this is we can add a space to the end of this, and if we now run this with F5, then you see if I press this, then it would say my name, but here there's a space, and so it looks more cleaner. Another way is to make it like a form, so you can put \n. You can't put an enter in Python because it will give a syntax error. We have to use the \n. Now save this and press F5, and it asks you for your name, like a bit like a form, and now it's underneath. So this is your first lines of code, and I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please like and subscribe and comment down your thoughts down below for any project ideas you would like me to do in the future. Thank you.